Hello everyone. So today we are here with our post contest review, fine, which is Code Forces Round 772. Here we are going to discuss ABC question, fine, and yeah, we are going to see the solution of ABC and what are the mistakes I did, like what the logic I think during the contest, which result me to solve only A. I am saying seriously, like I couldn't able to solve B question B and C I couldn't able to do. I solved A, and that also I taken around 30 minutes of time. So yeah, it was like, for me it was like very bad contest, fine, too bad contest. After that, but let it be, means I observed right now B and C, fine, and it is obvious that yeah, B I am after contest also I am not able to do. So I took the help from, means I asked one of my friend, fine, I called after contest, so he explained me, like he told his logic, so that also I am going to tell that what he thought, and on the basis of that how, means we find the conclusion. And C1 is like, during the contest I wasn't able to understand, but after that I able to understand, and C1 is, means easy to do, fine, C is easier than B as per mine, fine. So okay, so let's see the first question. Madoke and match that. And first of all, I am saying, if you hadn't tried this ABC question, so please leave this video. So it is not I am going to, means explain from scratch, fine, like every question, fine. At least you have attempted, and if not able to do, then only we are discussing the things, fine. At least you attempted the questions. So what this question is saying, Madhuka and Matt that. Madhuka, okay, so listen. Here what the thing is, I'm directly seeing the question. Let me open my OneNote. So the thing is clear that you have given one n, fine. Like for the example, yeah, you have given 2, fine. So they ask to find the biggest number. They ask to find the largest number, fine. They ask to find the largest number whose sum, whose digits sum, decimal digits sum result to 2, fine. For the example, it could be 1 1 or it could be 2, but 1 1 is not possible. 1 1 is greater than 2, 11 is greater than, but it is not possible, because here is the condition that no two same elements should be in a row, fine. Means like 1 1 should not come at a time, fine. They could come 1 2 1 alternate, but they couldn't come at a time. So that's the condition. So what during the contest what I observe is, like for 1 is 1, for 2 it would be 2. The reason I said, for 3, for 3 it could be 2 1 or 1 2. This both condition could be that, means the maximum 2 plus 1 3, 1 plus 2 3. So the maximum one is what, 2 2 1, fine, not 1 2. It wouldn't be. So for 4 what would be the condition? For 4 it would be 1 2 1, fine. For 5, what is the condition? For 5, the condition would be very simple, 1 2 1 1. Sorry, not. It would be 2 1 2. Fine. Similarly, for 6, we are getting 6 2 1 2 1. Fine. And yeah, for 6, it would be like that. For 7, it is like 1 2 1 4 5 6. This. So, what I am during the contest, why what I observe that these are repeating terms, and for any number, for let's say any number, there is only two possibilities, that it could start from 1 or it could start from 2, and after that the alternate, for if it start from 1 to 1 2 1 2 1, that, and if it start from 2, so it would be 2 1 2 1, like that, fine. And at the end I can check that whose sum, I can store this in a string, and I can check that whose sum will give me, that means the n value between them. And if both, means if means I had taken two permutation case, that it could be 1 2 1 2, that string type of problems, and it could be 2 1 2, because their possibility is very less, this only both possibility. So I taken the both case, and after that I found the sum, and whose sum is like, if more, means like, means it is guaranteed that any of one of them is like the maximum sum, fine. So if I found that both are satisfying the sum, there is a possibility that if you start from here also they are satisfying, like here, fine, they are satisfying, fine. So on that case what I will do, I will print out that string which start, whose beginning is from 2, so it would be maximum. So that's the case. Otherwise the answer is very simple. And another thing which you can do is like, you can see that this means like 3 divisibility also you can check it out. But this method I feel like it's nice. So what I thought that I explained. So let's see the code which I did. Fine. This also you can see that I had taken like I am explaining everything like for why it happened with me like wrong test first. So the answer was like that one, 2 1 and 1 2. I hadn't observed that. Fine. So it was my mistake. Fine. Another one is what I did like runtime error. Fine. There is one reason. Let me first show my the let's show the code. Fine. It was very simple thing. So, but after that also means I gave the contest very laziness, like means in a lazy behavior. So that's the thing. So what I did is like I declare a string like okay means a vector of string. Fine. No, no, no. It is not. Not that another approach it was. So I input. After that, what I did, I taken the sum and count, declare some, initialize some variable and flag equal to one. And as I said, means means if there is an even count, so one add one in the sum, and if odd, so add two, and you have to add in a string. So that why at that thing I said now 1 2 1 that possibility. So I taken here this, and if sum equal to n, so you should break. Otherwise if sum greater than this n, so otherwise also break, but flag equal to 0. And similarly for string one also I did, for which start from 2 1 2 2 2. So that's the similar things. And after that this ignore this thing. And if both flag and flag one means both are satisfying the sum property, so you have to print that which is starting from 2, so that you have to print. After that if not the case, so whosoever flag is right, so you have to print that. So that's the question. It was nothing new, means like okay means a question means it is good level of a question we can say. Fine. And it's like yeah it's good. So that's what about this question. And yeah, I the striking thing now came at the end to me. That's the problem, means I'm facing very much like the striking thing is come last to me. Fine. So it would take time, and my ranking you can see that it's around 10,000. Fine. And whoever solve in around 11 minutes 10 minutes, so their ranking is 6,000, so it differ. And my ranking, so my rating also decrease, everything is decrease. Fine. So time is very important because many of them today not able to do B also. So okay, so that's the question. So okay, this is what A. So let's see B question. B question is like I spent too much time but hadn't able to. Okay, so at the end I asked one of my friends to tell him. I asked that how he did this question. So he told me that there is a small not observation. You have to do something like you have to break the things in small parts. Fine. As you can see that after looking to this question means I know that you also tried, so I don't need to explain this question. Just they are asked that if they are elegant, so you have to print yes, otherwise no. So elegant means the thing what we need to observe. So let's take this one. Fine. Like this observation. Fine. Like this table. So it's like what, 1 1 1 1 1 1, then it is 0 1 0. So you can observe that the biggest rectangle which we can make is this one. This is the biggest rectangle which we can make. And when we have to print no, when here also the biggest rectangle could be what, this is the biggest rectangle which we can make, and we can see that they both are coinciding. If they are coinciding, print no, otherwise yes. That's the question. It was like you here also you can see that if they are coinciding, so no. Here also they are coinciding, so answer would be no. That's the thing. And I hope that everyone observe this thing, that we have to find that if they are coinciding or not. That's the thing. But it's not that much easier to say that it is no. Fine. Like while implementing the logic, it was become difficult for me at least. So what he told me, that he told me that not you should not, you should not every time means find the condition when the things is yes. Sometimes we have to find the conditions, very small condition, when the things are no. And if they are no, so that's the thing you have to find, that what is the condition when the things are no, otherwise it would be yes every time. So what he told me is like, he told me that, if we start from here, he told me that if you found any of the number, means any of them, is like, if AI means this is one index and this index, both adjacent index have 1 1. So he told me to, on that stage of time, you need to check that below this also, means you have to go down the row and check that the element inside this, if both are same or not. If both are same or not, if they are not same, you should print no, otherwise it would be yes. Fine. The reason is why they had said it should be same, because it could be that if 0 0 is there, so no problem, we can make the rectangle. Fine. And 1 in 1 is there, so it is also fine, like we can make big rectangle. But what if it was like 1 1 and 1 0 is there, so there is common. Fine, the things you can see, this is the common. So if the things are like, if you go at a time, you have to take two blocks, and you have to go down, and if you have to see that if both are like, what both are like different, so you have to print no, otherwise yes. So yeah, there is a possibility that if we had taken for first row, fine. So what you have to do, not only you have to do for down one, you have to go up also, like here also you have to check here and here also, plus one also and minus one also, both row you have to go and check. Fine. And if anyone you find that it is not satisfying, you have to print no, otherwise it should be yes. So that's the logic, otherwise in every single case it would print yes. Fine. So that's the logic behind it, because we find now a case when the things are, it is so clear that it is equal. So from here also you can see that this one, like 1 and 1, here this one. So if you go down, so you can see 1 0, they are not equal, so it is no. And if you see here, so if you go down 1 0 not, so it would print no. So that's the question it was. Let me show my code, like, yeah, his explanation was so nice. So let's see the code. Very simple way, means this question he did. So yeah, this is the question. So what the code is like, you have imported the NNM, then we had in a string we imported these things. Fine. And as they are like 1 0 0, this type of things, no? Fine. What the thing? So I we had started from I and j, means inside j we had checked that if adjacent elements are 1, both are 1, and we also satisfy the condition j should not be equal to 0. The reason behind j minus 1 we are using, no? So that's the thing. Fine. So we had checked that both adjacent means a column are 1. Fine. If they are here 1, so we will go down. Fine. A plus 1 and a plus 1 we check if they are not equal, so print no. And otherwise we will go up also if I is not equal to 0. By putting some conditions, we go up also, that above 1 means if they are not satisfying, we should print no, otherwise it should be yes. So that's the question it was. Like, yeah, means that clicking thing is important, like we have to take two edges and think, and yeah, it is like, I feel it is good question. Fine. So that's the thing, it hadn't strike to me. Okay, so well, after practice, I we will do just so much of practice, so okay, we will cope up the things. So this was about B and C. Let's move to the C question. C question is like during the contest I hadn't able to get, but now after that I see that, yeah, what the thing was saying. If anyone like me who hadn't able to understand C question, so what the question is saying, that the girl whose name is Madhuka, she had one, what she had one, means some chest type of things, not chest type of, she had a ball like of thing, and inside this every element is 0. Means 0 means a white ball. Fine. Inside it everything is 0. So what what the question is saying, you have to convert this matrix to this, the given matrix. Fine. This given matrix you have to convert it. And what the operation you need to do, the operation you need to do is chess operation. What does this mean? Like, you have to take like if I say that you have this blocks 0 0, Fine. So what you need to do in chess is what chess every time the starting of chess would be from 0, and yeah, it should be adjacent like 0 represent white and 1 represent black. So chess is like white blue white black like that. Fine. So it should start from 0. So what you can do, you can make them make this operation as like a chess. Fine. Like you, if 0 0 is there, so you can make it as 0 1, because white and black is allowed in chess, no problem. And another thing is like, if you will take this 4 thing, so if they are 0 0 0 1, so you can make like chess. Here you should remain this, it would become 1, this would become 1, and this would become 0. Fine. So like that you have to make some operations. Fine. This also satisfying a chess condition, this also satisfying the chess condition, and at the end you have to print like that. Fine. So after seeing this, you find this like, yeah, it's difficult, like how we can make things, how we can select this 4 questions and like 4 rows and convert that type of things. So you have to take very simple case, means very small case, very small case. You have to take this case. Fine. This case you have to take that. What now, what you need to do is like, your now mission is what, from this array you have to convert this to what, from what, to this array. Fine. So this array you have to now the operation you should make from this array to this matrix. Fine. So what you can see here is like, if we see the first question, 0 1 0 0 0, then 1 0 1 0 0, and 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 0. So what we can do, if the first element is 1, so we have to print -1, because they clearly mention it should not be 1. Fine. Because any chess operation you can do, it not possible to make these things. So you have to start from last. Fine. You have to go like this. From first I see that, if our ultimate game goal is what, we have to make like this. Fine. Yeah, we have to make like this. This is our ultimate. So we see that if both are 0, so no problem, no problem. Then we check, whenever the 1 is come, so what we can think, that maybe they had applied a chess condition, like they had taken this row and they applied the chess condition will become what, 0 1. Fine. So we will take this, because we have to print the coordinate of the leftmost and rightmost. Means if we see this chess, so this coordinate and this coordinate you have to print after each operation. So we had taken this, we imagine that they had taken this rectangle, because they told you as many operation you can do, no minimum, nothing. Fine. So like here, we can see that how it could make from 0 and 1. Fine. So like, we will print this index, means like this, means what, this rows and column of this. Fine. Vertex and this vertex. Fine. So we will store this like that. Similarly we will do for this. Fine. So 0 and 1. Fine. You will say that it should 0 na, why it should be 1? So means they repeat the operation, because the thing here is clearly mentioned that here they somewhere they are clearly mentioned. Let me see. Yeah, here. Note that some cell may be colored several times. In this case, final color of the cell is equal to the color obtained during the last repetition. So that's the thing that you have to do for every operation. Whenever you find one, so what could be here possibility? Maybe they had did the chess operation here and make this like 0 and 1. So similarly, you have to go till where? Till end. Fine, till end you have to check, and whenever you find one, so you have to print its adjacent one, left one, and right one. That's the thing. And you have to go for everyone. Fine. But here is like, there is a case like, you have to, because this case also you have to see, this row also. Fine. So here what you need to do, you need to check like this also, that if it is 1, so you need to check like, whenever 1 is coming, so you should print above 1. Fine. Because like here, if you see 1 and 1 is there, so let it be like, let make like 0 and 1. So you have to imagine that for converting how they convert from 0 0 to 0 1. So absolutely they had taken this type of rectangle, and they convert like 0 and 1. So you have to make two for loops. First for like it's random, it's simple, like you have to go for row and column like that for checking every one, and after that you have to take specific special case for last one. Sorry, like first row, fine, like first column you have to make separate case, fine. So that's what this question was. So let's see the code also, you will more clear, get more clear. So this is my code. Yeah. So this is the code, very simple. Like they had taken NMM, and after that, I had checked that the first element means of this matrix is if it's one, so print minus one. Otherwise, what you need to do, I stored in a vector means structured vector. Fine. I define a vector, and I define ABCD means like we have to at a time you have to print four, na? What means vector you can store pair of pair also, but yeah, I store in structures. Fine. We have to print four coordinates. So for that I did. So okay, so as I said that we start from end, and we see that from m minus 1 to 1, because j minus 1 is there, no? So we check that whenever one is coming, so you have to print that left one, and this right one means present one. You have to take the means like insert in this vector. Otherwise, the special case is when we are taking the single last, sorry, first column. So as we are going like up, so there also we check from row. Fine, you have to check that if it coming one, so we have to print this means we have to take the input. Fine, I minus 1 comma 0 1 I comma 0, so that this both case, and at the end you have to print this vector x dot a plus 1 because the index it is now, so you have to print this. So that's what about C question. And yeah, finally everything is completed ABC. And yeah, means I truly accepted that B question I hadn't able, and C is like not able to understand during that contest. And at the end the rating also came, and yeah, downfall is like going on. My rating now gone to 891, means like you can see the graph, it reached 1057, and then this decrease again. I reached 1000 and continuous two consecutive bad contests, super bad contests. Yesterday also it was a very bad contest, and yeah, yesterday some power data type one, and today I solved a question lately, that's the reason like I solved in 30 minutes. So that's result bad, 10,000 rank. If I solve that much fast, so maybe my rating would increase, but let it be. And B and C I hadn't able to solve fine this mattress problem, but today I learned so many things. And I hope that yeah, from next contest is when 20th of March. So I will do practice so much, and you should also do practice, never demotivate the things as they are going wrong the way, which means okay, means like it decreases, it will up, fine. One good contest, and yeah, many, we need to be consistent. The thing which is lacking in me, like I'm not good consistent like during the contest, fine. Not like it's not like in every contest I'm solving AB or ABC somewhere. It's like in some contests I am able to solve ABC, and in some contests I am not able to solve a single problem because of my mistake only. And yeah, I am slow means I also observe that I did a very laziness type of thing slowly, which result very hardcore to me. It's result more when like no one, many few summation for B is there. Fine, B had some today summation also. Fine, so that's what about today, and all the best for the next contest. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.